What's up, guys? If a scientist told you to jump off a bridge, would you? Oh, some people would, I think. It's fine. But I'm here once again to offer a different perspective. This came up in the debate yesterday. You see the moderator pushing people like Dr. Fauci as the best autoimmune doctor in the U.S. and subtly shaming Trump for, to have the audacity of going against science. And again, I don't bring this up to be political. This is not a political video. I bring it up because that kind of mindset and that kind of human-to-human shaming is everywhere today. I see it on people's lawns with that sign, like, love, we believe in, that love is love, that science is real, that, I think Joe Biden said it yesterday, that, science over fiction. And I want to bring to light the shadow of fully committing to that train of thought and not having any leeway for questioning it. If you have that train of thought of science or die, of I'll do anything a scientist says, we're moving in very dangerous territory, because just like anyone, there's excellent doctors and there's horrible doctors. There's fabulous waiters and waitresses and there's, horrible ones. To assume that, number one, that all scientists are good and that they have our best interests at heart, is just not true. But when you say, science is real, science or die, science or get you the hell away from me and my kids, vax me, baby. When you have that attitude towards life, those kinds of, thoughts, and people who think those thoughts have blind spots in terms of what's actually going on in the world today. So, there's this, again, that moderator is like, so you're like, what, you don't believe in science? Like, you don't believe in, the 12 years of Rockefeller medicine that these people had to study to get their PhD? But, you have to be open to the idea that some of the, I don't even like to call it evil, because it's all here to serve us, to wake us up, but we can call it these darker forces. Some of those forces live in science, just like some of those forces live in, philanthropy organizations, right? Like the darkness isn't going to hide in, where you think it is. Like it's cunningly, attaches itself into these morally good, praised structures in our society, so it can be hidden, so it can, trick people into its agenda, more or less, or manipulate people into its agenda. And again, I'm not saying that there's certain aspects of science and COVID-19. There's not certain aspects of science that are beneficial or that you shouldn't listen to. I'm not saying that. If it feels right to you, then listen to it, then do it. What I am saying is there's this very, unquestioningness about the science now, and it's become this shaming mechanism that we can just start shedding awareness on and being like, wait a minute. Why can't I entertain someone else's point of view? Why can't I question science. And it's this thing, like, human beings love this idea of like being legitimate, and like they give their power away to scientists, to doctors, to celebrities, thinking that they're better, thinking that they're more qualified to instruct you how to live your life. And guys, that's not the case. This is part of the Matrix video I just did. That idea that they know better for you, for your own life, that Matrix thought is crumbling. It's on its way to being shattered. Even like the idea of like a personal trainer being able to give you a better meal plan than you being able to give yourself. When you're in tune with your body, when you're in tune with your own intuition, you don't need anyone to tell you what to do. You know what to do. You know what's in your best interest. And the reason why I'm making so many of these videos now is because of how tuned in I am, and how there's such a huge dichotomy between what's going on in the world, what scientists are telling us to do, versus what I know what is right for my body, and what I know is right for, you know, my own health and my own well-being. So yeah, just, you know, play with this in your own life. Play with this idea of, are you really, you know, going down these thought patterns because scientists are telling you that it's right? Or, you know, do you want to explore other ways of thinking? Do you want to, you know, maybe not do everything that scientists tell you to do? And maybe, just maybe, all scientists don't actually have your best interests at heart, or majority of them even, because there's a number of them that, you know, if you want to call it evil, are evil. And that's just the way it is. Like, you know, people don't want to face that, which is okay, but that's just the truth of, you know, what's going on. But even a greater majority of scientists are not tapped into spirit, are not tapped into the true quantum field, and are working at a very third dimensional matrix idea of what disease is. So because of that, because of their own blind spots as a scientist, and again, scientists kind of have the same trauma as some doctors do, of needing to be intelligent, needing to seem invincible to people, because somewhere along in childhood someone called them stupid, or they developed this idea that they're, you know, unintelligent or wrong or whatever. So, you know, we're dealing with a lot of people here that don't want to admit that they're wrong, that don't want to look at other ways in the way that they know is right in their minds. So again, this is just something to consider, because I'm just going to say it one more time. I see so many people, you know, clinging to their hips and shaming people for being like, it's not science. We got to trust the science. But that's been, again, it's become such a buzzword for anything that, you know, agendas for our best interests or not for our best interests can hide itself in. So I hope this helps. Give it a like, comment, subscribe, donation in the description, and I will talk to you soon.